my name is Ciru Ciera. I'm a doula, a childbirth educator, and a lactation specialist. I run a company called Nurturing Moms, and Nurturing Moms supports, educates, and empowers mothers, pregnant mothers and their partners, to help them have an easier and a more positive childbirth experience, because that's one thing you'll remember for the rest of your life. Now, I want us to talk about how breast milk is produced, even before we talk about, what I need to eat before so that I can increase my breast milk. So how is your breast milk produced? So this is just a simple chart that I always use to teach in my classes. And this here is the nipple. These flower-like looking like things are the mammary glands or the milk glands, and the branches are the milk ducts. So this is what happens. There's a small indentation here and another indentation there, and that is the areola, the black area around the mother's breast. So the mother needs to latch the baby well on the breast. 3 things are needed for milk production. You need the baby, the breast, and the mom. So baby comes here and starts to suckle. So they suckle, 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 suckle. There's a hormone under the areola, which is the black area, and I hope you understand, which is this part here. The nipple, then the areola, and this is the breast tissue. So the baby suckles on that black area, and there's a hormone that's excited, and that hormone is called prolactin. You don't have to remember, but there's a hormone that carries the message to the brain and says, hey brain, there's a baby on the breast. Then the brain produces a hormone called oxytocin. Oxytocin then starts ejecting milk into the mammary glands, and sometimes some moms start to feel some tightening. Others say it's an electricity feeling, others say it's a pain. It's a different perception for every mom, how they feel. But when oxytocin starts ejecting milk, then the milk starts to flow through the ducts and it gets to the baby. This milk to be transferred from the breast to the baby, the latch must be effective. What that means, you don't want your baby just on the nipple. For milk transfer, the baby must be on the areola as they suckle, suckle, suckle. Then the milk starts to flow into the baby's mouth and then they swallow. So that transfer takes place. Now, if a mother is only latching the baby on the nipple, first of all, it's very painful. You get sore, you get cracked, bleeding, painful nipples. It's not a pleasant experience, and the baby will not get enough milk. So sometimes moms say, oh, I'm latching my baby on the breast well and it's painful, or my baby's not getting enough. They sure ain't getting enough, because the transfer of milk is not taking place. Can you see how big the ducts are here? So the milk must be extracted from there through to the baby. And that prolactin hormone that I've mentioned is not on the nipple. So you can imagine there's no message being sent to the brain saying, hey, there's a baby on the breast, send oxytocin to deliver the milk. There's no message that will be sent here. But if the latch is right here, then that message will be sent. Now, there are certain things that will stimulate the milk production, okay? So thinking lovingly of your baby, just the sight of your baby, you can see the baby there, you love them, you're calm, you're rested, and you are confident that you know what you're doing. That will stimulate more milk. But what inhibits? And I want you to imagine a big X on the brain. So we said there's this hormone talking to the brain. Now, what will inhibit? So this big X on the brain, you're anxious, you're tired, you're fearful, you're doubtful, you have no idea, oh my God, am I doing this right? I don't know, am I holding the baby right? All that anxiety, the lack of sleep, which tends to be the first few weeks of a mother's life, after she's given birth, tends to affect your milk production, okay? So that's a simple way of understanding how your milk is produced. Now, the more milk you get is how often you are breastfeeding and putting your baby on the breast, and how effective that latch is. And what the latch is how they are attached on the breast. So 2 things, how often you're putting your baby on the breast and how effective the latch is. Remember, I've just mentioned, if they're on the nipple, then the latch is not effective. You want the baby on the areola. It's demand and supply. Imagine a factory. The more you demand from this factory, whatever goods they are, the more that factory will manufacture and supply. The less you demand, the supply is gonna drop. So that's why I also encourage mothers, try to express. If you're expressing breast milk is a way of tricking the body, oh, we still need to produce milk for this baby who's demanding so much from our, the breasts. So tricking the body by pumping and storing and continuing to breastfeed is a way to up your supply. Now there's this question about nutrition. Will what I eat affect what? How? Even just the contents of my milk. What you eat is not necessarily directly will not necessarily affect what milk or type of milk you will produce, okay? And what that simply means is this. If you choose to have just plain rice the whole day and Coke, your baby will have proteins, will have vitamin A's, B's, C's, D's, all of that. Will have the irons, the zincs, all the nutrients and the micronutrients your baby will get. But your body is what's going to suffer. So why you must have a well-balanced diet as a breastfeeding mother is because your baby, being the parasite, taking out everything from you, you get to replenish what is being taken. Because if you don't do that, your immunity goes low and you're constantly tired. Tired mom, then it starts affecting your mental health, you get depressed. You've got to eat well. So don't feel that, oh my God, today I didn't have my cup of uji, so I won't have milk. Not necessarily. Some mothers just drink a lot of water and they have the milk. Other moms must have that cup of uji to get the milk. It's unique for every mother. As the same way breastfeeding experience is unique for a baby and for a mom, even what you eat is unique for you. So I don't want mothers to feel that they must get deal seeds. Oh, deal seeds is what everybody is taking so that they have milk. Not necessarily. About even fenugreek, not necessarily. Find out what it is that when you eat it, you're like, oh, I feel a lot fuller. What we promote is have a well-balanced diet to ensure you're replenishing everything your baby is taking out, and you must drink water. 80% of your breast milk is water. So if you're dehydrated, then that can definitely affect your milk supply. So I love to teach and educate mothers on just how to hold a baby. How do you position yourself? How do you position your baby? How do you attach them on the breast? All those things affect your milk supply.